Hello friends, this is Cold Run. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker, where 6.3 is dropped. Happy 6.3. So now that I've finished up Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, I'll be back to posting, until at least I've complete the 6.3 stuff, a video every couple days, I'm hoping. So we'll start out with the Heavensturn stuff before it goes away. Usagi Bogyo. I'm coming to this a little bit late, but just in time, maybe, is the right answer. Right, so I've seen these bunny hats, so I'm happy because bunnies are awesome. The Usagi Bugyo sees great fortune in your future. Greetings, madam. From your bearing, I gather you are an adventurer. If so, there's a matter I would discuss with you. Hey, my hat is kind of rabbit-eared. It's just bird ears, bird wings. But where are my manners? I am the Usagi Bugyo, a member of a delegation hailing from Hingashi, a nation from the Far East. Each year, we travel across the seas to share our tradition of Heavensturn with the peoples of Eorzea. In this realm, it is held that the gods raise up one amongst their number each year to serve as a herald of good fortune. And the cat is the one. I wonder if we're going to see the cat acolyte again. In the Far East, however, 'tis not a god, but one of 12 noble beasts that is chosen. In the previous Heavensturn celebrations, we gifted participants kabuto fashioned after the presiding beast. But this year we have an even greater reward, an entire set of armor. Really? That's kind of awesome. Lest you wonder, I am wearing the very prize we offer. Magnificent, is it not? Surely you wish to claim the set for yourself. I do. I very much do. If you do, I encourage you to speak with the Omikujishi, standing near the Tempest Gate. He is a member of our delegation and would be honored to present you with the armor. You need but heed his request. And I have heard there's no mochi pounding fate in this one, so I wonder why. I'm okay with that. I feel like it would be weird to feel locked into that specific type of tradition. I also don't know how frequently that's happened. Maybe that's a Beefcake Colossus. I also wonder how, I don't know if that's been always, every Heavensturn has had mochi pounding fates, but maybe it's just a couple. Far Eastern Omikujishi. Greetings, friend. I take it you have spoken with my associate, the Usagi Bogyo, and are willing to lend your assistance. Before I make any request of you, may I ask if you are at all familiar with the word Omikuji? I am not. Omiku what? Omikuji, my friend, is an old tradition of the Far East, one I would not expect the people of this land to know. Oh, it's fortune-telling. Okay. A form of fortune-telling, Omikuji may be translated as sacred lots in your tongue. One receives the lot at random and with it a message from the divine upon a piece of parchment. I think I've seen this sort of thing before. I've seen like a video about it before. This is an actual thing, right? I don't know if it's Omikuji, but what I'm looking at is familiar to me, vaguely at least. Like, I feel like I've seen it at some kind of outdoor shrine sort of thing, maybe? The message contains principles that describe what will bring one fortune or misfortune. By taking these principles to heart, one will be visited with happiness. Omikuji are an indispensable part of the Heavensturn celebration in the Far East, and I'm honored for the opportunity to share this tradition with the people of Eorzea. Alas, perhaps due to a lack of familiarity, but a few souls have stopped by to have their fortune told thus far, and this brings me to my request. If you are willing, I would ask that you spread word of this auspicious opportunity to the townsfolk. I love that, oh, me? Like gesture. You have my thanks. As a local, I trust you know where to look for potential participants. I look forward to receiving those souls you send my way. I mean, when you put it that way, it feels like the what do you call it? The soul-sucking demons from the Halloween event. But I think it's just a turn of phrase. Where are we going? The missing member? I'm sure I actually don't remember this bar. Roswin. I'd known the Far Easterners were back for Heavensturn, but they're doing fortune-telling as well this time, you say. These fortunes, they say anything about relationships, you know, between a man and a woman? Maybe. I think maybe not directly. I don't think they're gonna say, like, to shtup or to not shtup, but I think they're gonna, you know, you might find a connection with X, Y, or Z, I don't know, something like that. Or show bravery this year or something like that. Just curious is all, don't get any strange ideas. Reckon I'll go check out this Omikuji. Not that I put any store by such nonsense, mind you. I've got free time is all. Okay. Who's your crush? Who's the lucky Lalafell? Track Rat? Storm Lieutenant. Track Rat. I've seen my fair share of Heavensturn celebrations, but can't say I heard of this Omikuji business afore. Does sound interesting, though. When my shift ends, I'll head over with some comrades. Might make a nice diversion, and I'll take the opportunity to welcome the Far Eastern delegation on behalf of the Maelstrom. There you go. Far Easterners come here every year to share their culture with us. Least I can do is greet them properly on behalf of the Maelstrom. You are a good representative. Itolwan. Far Eastern fortune telling, you say? I'd wager some of our patrons would be keen. Fortune favors the bold, after all, and most here don't want for audacity, sense be damned. I'll nudge a few customers your way while taking orders. It's the least I can do in return for the extra business we get thanks to Heavensturn. Yeah, you'll probably get some good tips as a result, too. Folks need no encouragement to drink themselves under the table, but they need even less this time of year. I'll be mindful who I send your way. Oh, you're saying that you're not going to send people who are, like, vomiting and belligerent and stuff. Gotcha. I much appreciated. And then we got last one, Bodefoin. Bodefoin? A traditional test of luck for the new year. Consider me intrigued. As proud chaperones of the Moonfire Fair, we have a responsibility to learn what we can from the other festivals. Ah, you're a Moonfire Fair person. Oh, did not mean to get that particular shot. But you know what? Get it, we did. I guess we're going to stick here. No, we're not going to stick with that. Hildalana. I like the idea of entrusting one's fortune to chance. No, sorry. The idea of entrusting one's fortune to chance is a bit too superstitious for my liking, but I'm certainly curious. We'll be sure to let our colleagues in the Adventurers Guild know about it. I personally love entrusting my fate to chance. Not in big picture sense, but I like the idea that, like, being presented with something randomized, that you can dictate your response to it, and that, like, it can, I don't know, it snaps you out of, like, I find this with character creation in MMOs in particular, as a good example of it. Like, if I don't do a randomization for character creation, there's usually a few archetypes I'll tend to fall back on. You know, the old wizard, like, and do whatever it is. And if I do that, I just kind of keep going back to it, and it repeat the same cycles. But when I introduce at least some element of randomization into it, I find that it snaps me out of that funk a little bit. It gets me thinking around corners. It sets me thinking in new ways, engaging with things in new ways. And so I do this in everyday life too. Like, if I have a bunch of stuff I want to do, but I'm having trouble getting started, I'll get a random number generator and out and just pick one. And that'll kind of, again, it'll snap me out of my decision fatigue, out of my stasis, and it'll help me get moving. So I actually really like the idea of this. That may not be what this is actually for, but that's what initially appeals to me about introducing randomness. Anyway, Far Eastern Omikujishi. You finished spreading the word of the Omikuji. My heartfelt thanks. I dare say we can expect some participants to appear soon. Please stay and observe the proceedings. Is there any, like, HIPAA regulations about not hearing other people's fortunes? But probably not. And if they don't want me to hear, they can ask me to step away. But I don't know. It feels like it would be bad sport to just Maybe it is a public reading sort of thing. Welcome, one and all. It is my pleasure to introduce to you a time-honored fortune-telling tradition of the Far East, the Omikuji. Look at that little Lalafell made in the bottom right. Process is simple. Begin by shaking yonder box until it dispenses a stick. There will be a number on the stick which indicates which of the drawers you are to open. Take a piece of paper from that drawer. Upon it, your fortune is written. Once you have read your fortune, you may tie the parchment to the rack yonder. By doing so, good fortune will become better still, whilst misfortune will be cleansed. I like that a lot. Alternately, you may be... And because it gets the... I guess I don't know how misfortunate some of these are. Like, are they... Death awaits your family in the coming year. I don't think it's going to be like that, but it may be... You know, if you're too bold, you may... If you're too audacious, you may find it coming back to bite you or something. Maybe it's like that. Alternately, you may keep the parchment with you to guide you throughout the year. So there's no real wrong way to do it. Who wishes to go, or who's up first? Everyone. Hildalana, yes, mine says great fortune, the luckiest you can get. There isn't a single negative thing written on it. I can throw myself wholeheartedly into adventuring this year. Damn it all, mine says grave misfortune. I'm doomed. Doomed, I tell you. Roswin, the one you're waiting for is on their way. The love of your life will appear. This is all too sudden. She got what she wanted. I mean, I think she got what she wanted. Ah, 'tis a fine feeling to have others experience and enjoy your own culture. Now, what of you, my friend? Would you care to learn your own fortune? As thanks for your help, the first lot will be free of charge. Hell yeah. No thanks, I do not determine my own fortune. Then go on, give the box a good shake. Shaka shaka. The tension, the suspense, the drama. Small fortune. Thou shalt experience limited fortune. Keep these words of guidance in thy heart. Adventure, alone thou shalt struggle, set forth with allies. Alright. So, do more group content. Got it. Relationships. Neglect not to stay in touch with loved ones and all shall be well. Okay, I think I have currently... I talked to my sister yesterday. I still have to... I haven't spoken to my father in a while. I'll give him a call, and especially since the New York Giants just won. So that'll be a good combo. Prosperity. Thou shalt gain through the help of thy friends. How do I improve this year my prosperity through the help of... Prosperity is that generally talking... Is that talking about money specifically? I think it's probably talking about money specifically, right? So this channel isn't monetized, and I don't think it ever will be. If not, not just because it would feel weird to make people sit through ads for my stuff, but also because I just don't have that many people who watch this. But even aside from that, I have been enjoying co-op stuff with friends this year, with starting to co-op an Elden Ring, and so I consider this a sort of major hobby of mine. And so, you know what, I will try more co-op stuff. Just like when I do a raid, I'll try to bring a friend along and that sort of thing. Not always, but I'll try to... I just like participating in LPs, and I don't know. Conflict. Cast aside idle thoughts and focus wholly on that which requireth thine attention. That is a good thing to do. That is... I appreciate that. It's so easy for me to get sidetracked with to procrastinate the really challenging things for me by trying to focus on small things. So I will try to do that. I will try to take on a couple of big big things instead of procrastinating them more. And then favor, be unyielding like unto the destroyer, and thou shalt break through any hardship. Favor? What does favor mean as a category? I don't know what favor means as a category here. Maybe favor is just luck, like favor is even more randomness, like just in general, maybe it's that sort of thing. Eastern Omikujishi. Allow me to thank you once more. Without your help, these folk may never have discovered Omikuji. Whatever the divine may have in store for you, I pray the coming year will bring you happiness. And you as well. And you as well. Great fortune comes great responsibility. The far eastern Omikujishi appears troubled by what he is seeing. Forgive me, my friend, but might I ask for another moment of your time? I was going to say no because I actually wanted to talk to these others. I forgot. Check in with them. In no small part due to your assistance, many are enjoying their first experience with Omikuji. For some, however, it appears to be a source of stress. Yeah, Bodafwan is like is despondent there. And Hildelan is just flaunting, just taunting over him like she just scored a touchdown over his team. These two adventurers, for example, drew opposite results. Great fortune, it says. Can you believe it? That means I have naught to fear. Aye, this is my chance to make it big as an adventurer. I guess. I'm happy you're happy, but feels like you're not approaching it the right way. 7 hells, what a dreadful Heavensturn this turned out to be. Grave misfortune, what did I do to deserve such rotten luck? It might have been your choice of dress. You're kind of gaudy. Do not be so disheartened, my friend. Though Omikuji may foretell fortune and misfortune, they also provide us with guidance in our daily lives. A great blessing can become a curse should one view it as a license to act rashly. Similarly, a great curse can become a blessing should one heed its warning. What you can make of your lot depends on you. There you go. So you say, but just look at Hildelana, how happy she is. Why can't I be like that? I don't know, Burrow. My words failed to reach him, alas, but perhaps yours can? Could you try to rally his spirits? Yeah, we got this. Right, rally. Thank you for trying to cheer me up. I truly appreciate it. But you do not understand the burden I bear, the burden of grave misfortune that weighs heavily upon my soul. This is rather more serious than I thought. Please, can you think of any other emotes to shake him out of his malaise? Yeah, we got this. Let's see if we can Hildebrand dance to him. Most gentlemanly pose. Fate is a cruel mistress. No, he doesn't like the Hildebrand thing. All right, well, we'll psych him up. You're right. I mustn't give up the fight. And yet... Because this is not... He's got to have something else weighing on his mind that he's especially concerned about, maybe? Or maybe he's just susceptible. I don't know. You feel better, my friend? No. I see. If I may, what did the Omikuji say in its entirety? As I mentioned, they do not only foretell one's fate, but also provide guidance in one's daily life. Bodafwan. I must confess, I didn't see anything beyond the words grave misfortune, so shocked I was. I ought to have a proper read, I suppose. Let's see here. Adventurer. Thou must think of others before thyself. Well, that isn't so bad. And next, prosperity. Prepare to lose thy treasured armor. It actually, I was just kidding, but about the whole, like, your armor might be too fancy, but, like, it actually is, that it was actually a design choice to that, not that his armor was supposed to look overly fancy, but his armor, they were drawing my attention to his armor. I knew I shouldn't have read the blasted thing. This set of armor is my pride and joy. I worked myself to the bone, earning the guild to pay for it. Now I'm going to lose it all. But what if you sell the armor, buy a more comfortable, less gaudy piece of armor, and you're happier as a result? Come now, let us read the Omikuji to the end. Look, as the navigator maintaineth her net, so too must thou tend to thy friendships. Let not camaraderie's weave fall into disrepair. Sage advice, would you not agree? That's right, go be happy for your friend. Treasure your comrades and your luck may change for the better. Yes, you are right. My thanks to the two of you for helping me to see sense. Mochi Daikon. Maybe Mochi is coming into play this in this seasonal event. Mochi Daikon, help! I need help! Mochi Daikon, calm down and tell us what ails you. I was preparing for the mochi pounding when a young adventurer, cheerful and fearless, emerged from the city. Yeah, I had a feeling that Hildalana, I'm forgetting her name, Hildalana, is gonna run into trouble. First I didn't pay her much mind, but then to my horror she ran afoul of a group of enormous fiends. Monstrosities overwhelmed her in mere moments, and I rushed here as quickly as I could for help. Cheerful and fearless young adventurer, Kami preserve, could it be Hildalana? It is. She was supposed to have a great fortune. Ugh, but this isn't the time for such questions. I must go to her aid. That's her great fortune, I'll bet, is you aiding her. Bodafwan, wait! He's trusting in his, he's supporting his allies. You strike me as, or yeah, I'll be there. I will head after them. Oh. Nice job, Bodafwan. You wrecked a group of good boys. Good boys. Hildalana, you came too. Ah, thank you. Bodafwan. Followed me here, did you? We both took a bit of a beating, but I'm pleased to say we're still breathing. You did good. Presumably. So maybe your armor is, like, ruined as a result of the fight, and now you get better armor or something? Maybe? Hildalana, I finished the guild's request without issue, but then I got greedy. If Bodafwan hadn't arrived when he did, who knows what might have happened? Bodafwan, I merely did what any friend would, Hildalana. I'm just glad I made it in time. I shouldn't have put you through that, and look what's become of your armor. I'm so sorry, Bodafwan. It's broken because of me. Oh, don't mention it. It's a small price to pay for protecting a dear friend, and one I'd willingly pay again and again. If this didn't play out exactly as the Omikuji had foretold, I'm guessing that Omikuji will not generally follow as, like, immediate predictions of what's going to happen, like, the next few minutes, but maybe. Well, let's return to the city. I, for one, need to pay the armorers a visit, but we'll look for you afterwards. See you in a bit. What a relief that neither of them came to lasting harm. Let us head back ourselves. The Omikujishi will doubtless be eager to hear the tidings. Dude. Far Eastern Omikujishi. Welcome back, my friend. I understand everyone is safe, but what happened out there? Papa. Love the rabbit hat. Rabbit Bugyo. My friends, I cannot well express how relieved I am for your preservation. It is because I failed to explain the Omikuji in sufficient detail that you met with danger. I can't apologize enough. Hildalana, please do not blame yourself. I'm the one who overestimated my own abilities. Having great fortune doesn't mean that one can act without due care. I realize this now. And I would have realized sooner had I properly read the Omikuji beforehand. Adventure, the way shall open to those who know their limits, it says. Yeah, you probably should have read the not-so-fine print. But there's more. Relationships. Thou shalt be blessed with stalwart comrades, and truly I am. Yeah! One thumb up. Mochi Daikon, that reminds me. What became of your armor? You wish to have it repaired, I believe. Unfortunately, it was too far gone. The armorer told me it would make more sense to have a new one crafted. Not that I have that sort of coin either. You could probably sell it for scrap metal. In that case, I believe we could be of service. We offer a set of yoroi, armor in your tongue, as a reward to those who have helped make this Heavensturn celebration better. You have more than earned it. Truly, this sounds too good to be true. But it is true, my friend, and no more than you deserve. But is this real armor, or is it like a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Halloween costume? Come now, don't be shy. Take your prize and try it on. That's probably real armor. Looking snazzy as hell. Weeb chic. It's magnificent, just magnificent. And to think my Omikuji said grave misfortune. Take this as a lesson that no matter your fortune, you still hold the power to shape your fate, and I believe the yoroi suits you well, if I might add. If you will recall, your fortune cautioned you to put the needs of others before yourself, and so you... Did not... I don't know what happened there. And so you did, by risking your life to save your comrade. That selfless act may well have reversed your grave misfortune. I see. Actually, I don't. I don't really understand the workings of Omikuji, but I do know that I'll always have Bodefuan's back, just as he's always had mine. Now that he has a new set of armor, perhaps we can take to the road together. Yeah, go. You got this. Ganbatte. I can't thank you enough for helping with the many unexpected troubles that occurred this day. I would be honored if you'd accept a set of yoroi of your own. I would. I will accept that. Furthermore, should you wish to draw Omikuji, you need only say the word. Indeed, I hope to see you many more times before the festivities end. Is it? It feels like... It seems like I thought it would be bad form to draw multiple of those. Like trying to re-roll your luck. I don't know. You get the good one. That doesn't... I don't know if I like... I guess it's not whether I like it or not. I'm surprised that that's a thing. I'm not surprised in game it's a thing, but it's something I will hold off on personally, because that feels weird. That would feel weird to me. All right, so we got our new Heavensturn set. Looks pretty snazzy, and they decided to break out a new minion. The hippo is going to take a rest, and we got US Apion, because you know, Year of the Rabbit and all. Even if this is a weird space rabbit from some other show, game, property, IP. That's going to be it for me for now. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you next time when we start the 6.3 MSQ. Bye-bye.